Hi everyone. Have you ever took a photo and look on the back of your camera at that small monitor, missing a tiny detail, and that tiny detail ruined your whole image? That is exactly why shooting Tether can completely change your workflow, especially if you're shooting macro, product, or still life photography. In this video, I'm going to show you how to tether to your laptop, what cable exactly you need, and how to set up everything step by step. If you are interested in studio work, lighting, and precise photography, this video is for you. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. What you need to tether. First of all, you need a camera that offers tether. Most of the cameras have this feature, especially the mirrorless bodies like Nikon Z series, Canon R, and Sony Alpha. Second, you need your laptop, or you need a computer. And the third item is a reliable USB cable. Depending on the model of your camera and your laptop, you can purchase these tethering cables with a USB-C, USB-A, or USB Mini. I'm using USB-C, connecting my camera to my laptop here. You can use a regular USB cable, but I recommend that you get something reliable, something like these Tether tool tether cable. They're a bit expensive, but it is worth it. I've been using this for years and I've never had an issue with it. Aside from the camera, laptop or computer, and the tethering cable, you need a software. I highly recommend Capture One for studio and product photography. Also, you can use Adobe Lightroom Classic. Also, Nikon users can use Nikon NX Tether. I'm going to shoot a couple of shots of a beer bottle and show you how the tethering works. So I am going to open Lightroom. And make sure that your camera is on. Going to File, Tether Capture, Start Tether Capture. I'm putting Tether Capture tutorial over here, and I'm going also to start with number 1. And the photos are going to SanDisk SSD, exterior hard drive. So as soon as you push OK, the software recognizes your camera. I have Z6 connected, and I'm shooting at 1/200 of a second, which is the flash sync speed of Nikon Z6. Aperture is 11, and ISO is set to 100, which is the native lowest ISO on this camera. White balance is set to flash, which is the closest to sunlight color temperature. That is 55 to 5600 Kelvin. And also you can take the photos just by using this shutter button on the software without touching your camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this mirror on the table and place this beer bottle on the mirror. Most of the softwares have a feature called Live View, so you can see your subject in real time. So I'm turning it on. As you can see, I can move the bottle and adjust it. All right. And even I can focus it from here. I have a strobe with a 2x2 softbox. In the back, I'm going to turn off the live view and take a shot. Okay, the exposure is good, I like it, but there is an issue, and the issue is the glare, because I'm shooting that strobe straight into the lens of the camera, and that causes glare, and the glare is gonna give some kind of soft edges on this bottle, and the image is not very defined. The edges are not very defined. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to block this glare just by using two black cardboards, and I'm going to turn on the live views. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna hold this one right here and take the shot. Turn off the live view to see the bottle, and if you compare it with the first one with no flags, you can see we have a better definition of the edges. Now I need to light the label and the top of the bottle. So to do so, I'm using these Nikon SB910 speed light, and I'm gonna set it to remote. In remote mode, this speed light is going to be synced with the strobe behind the subject, meaning that every time that the strobe fires, this fires at the same time, and they're synced together. So I'm using this at 1/32 of a power. So let's take the photo. All right, the lower label is good. I'm gonna give it a little bit more light to the top of the bottle. Going to Lightroom and choose 3 images over here. This one, with the flags to get rid of the glare, and this one for the label, and this one for the label on top of the bottle. I'm going to photo, edit in, and open as layers in Photoshop. They are being loaded. The photos are loaded in Photoshop. I'm gonna move this down here and just turn the layer off. Now I'm going to put a white mask here. Choose a soft brush and make sure that you choose black. And I'm going to just reveal the top of the bottle. Choose both layers and merge them together. And now I'm going to put another mask here. And try to get some details of the bottle. Choose both of them, merge them, and I'm going to crop the image. Crop the image, and as soon as I save this, it's going to go back to Lightroom. So if I go to Lightroom, I'm going to have the new image. Now we have the new image in Lightroom. We can do some little kind of adjustments, increase the clarity and a little bit of vibrance. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a radial gradient over here. Increase the exposure just a little bit. Go down and remove any chromatic aberration, and I'm going to choose Nikon. And this is the final image. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you found it useful. And by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, you support me and give me the motivation to make more videos. I post a new video every week on Monday or Tuesday, and by subscribing you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. If you have any question, just leave it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And as usual, take good care of yourself, keep shooting. I see you soon. Cheers.